You know, every Igbo man now is glamoring that it is their turn to be president. But how prepared are the Igbos? How calculative are we? Do we really understand? It's all about packaging. You know, whatever you need, you must plan for it. And it is not enough for Igbos to come on air and say it's our turn. It's about planning. It's about negotiating. That's the reason why it's like the North, the Yorubas are ahead of us. You know, an average Igbo man believes in his business. He's feeding himself, so he's not interested. But I think the Igbos are now waking up. There are so many things. Over 10 years ago, it does not exist. But today, we are seeing changes. So the agenda of Igbo man is gradually building up. It's gradually building up. And I know that in the next 2, 3, 4 years, an Igbo man, you know, we are controlling the market. So all we need to do is to control the political space. And the Igbos are now gradually coming up. And the moment Igbos understand what they need to do as a race, I'm telling you, Igbos will take over. Because we control the market all over Nigeria and beyond Nigeria. So if we put our resources, our energy, the way we control the market, we will control the political space. It's just a matter of time. So Igbos have started laying a solid foundation gradually without them knowing it. And in no distant time, Nigerians will know that the Igbos are from God. You're welcome.
All right, so part of the highlight of our discussion this morning is the unanswered questions of Abuja and the homeland. Can you, clarify us, who is the Abuja, who is the homeland, and who are they representing?
When you talk about Abuja and homeland, you are talking about the politicians in Abuja and the politicians in the East. Sometimes, like during Obasanjo's regime, the ones in Abuja and in the East, they were not agreeing. And the best thing that can happen to the Igbo race is the Abuja politicians and the homeland coming together, because a tree cannot make a forest. So the Abuja politicians, there's this Igbo in them that we are in Abuja, we control. Then there is this thought about the homeland. We are on ground. Without us, you will win election. So they need to come together. There need to be a synergy that will bring them together, because it is all about Igbo agenda. If these people can come together as a body, I tell you, many things will begin to work in the positive direction of it. But because there is this ego, there is this pride, it's denying so many things. We are not getting what we're supposed to get, because those people who will speak for the masses in Abuja is seeing the homeland as the local ones. And the local ones is praying for their downfall, because they are neglecting them. But a situation where they can come together, I tell you, so many things will take place.
All right, so some in Abuja are actually arguing that the Southeast should focus on governance at state level, and rather than the, national demand. Do you think that they are right?
They are not right. National demand is all of us. It's not made for a particular set of people. The only thing we need to do is understanding. Understanding. That's why today there's something I like Tinubu for, making an Igbo man minister for works. There are people who believe that that position does not fit an Igbo man. So that gradually we are coming up. We need to occupy the national space. We need to. Because when we occupy the national space, I tell you, there are so many things that can be done in the Southeast. May I digress a little?
Before you do that, I just want to ask, still on this issue of Abuja versus the homeland, and you mentioned having this synergy and working together. What would you say that the Southeast should do differently to be taken seriously in Abuja, or by those who are making the laws, to accommodate us in their lawmaking or in their planning? Well,
what we need to do is to come together. For example, Igbo man believes that he needs his comfort, which makes other zones feel that we feel too big, we feel proud. Now, the Igbos, what we need to do, like Dave Umahi is the Minister of Works. Dave Umahi, he needs to attract so many things, like the Enugu Port Harcourt Express Road. He needs to build it for us. Enugu Onitsha, he needs to build it for us. Igbos want to see what you are doing. If we begin to see all those things coming from the federal government, Igbos will begin to have confidence. You know, as it stands now, Igbos don't have confidence in this administration because they are feeling that they are being cheated, they are being neglected, they are not being carried along. And you know, an average Igbo man is proud of himself, proud of his family, and an average Igbo man will not come and say that black is white. So it is affecting us. But when we now begin to come together, there is this thing that happened during GTB and Innocent, where the Igbos withdrew within 24 hours. They withdrew their money from GTB Bank, and that case was resolved. I think it was resolved. So if Igbos will come together in one spirit, in one mind, I think we will occupy the national space. For now, we are scattered. We've not come together as an entity, as people who wants this federal position. But we are still trying to, like I said earlier, there are so many things that are happening now that Igbos are coming together gradually, without people knowing it. Gradually, Igbos are coming together. And the way it is going, if it continues, we will occupy the national space.